Hello everyone who happens to see this. My name is Paul, and I've been on quite an adventure for a number of years now, and especially the last year and a half or so has been really wild. So there's a lot to say, and I think I'm gonna kind of walk and talk because I already got mauled by mosquitoes, and now there's a bunch of gnats who are also having some fun, I guess, getting some food, and they're biting me too. So yeah, but this is sort of the first episode. Even though I've been doing this for a while, I've been on over 100 episodes that we have filmed, and that's all going to be coming out in the near future, hopefully, as long as nothing prevents us. And this is just kind of to get more comfortable talking on camera, to practice, and just sort of start, putting some content out there. The main stuff, though, will be coming in the future. This is just sort of... But that being said, I am going to a really cool spot. In my opinion, it's like one of the most amazing spots around here. And I think it'll be fun. I think we'll also find some little things around the area that people may have missed, or I don't know. But if you look around with a curious eye, you tend to find stuff around here. So I'm just looking forward to getting out in the sun, getting some exercise, looking around, and having some fun. So if that sounds interesting or intriguing or appealing to you, then come along and I'll tell you some more of the story and some more of what's going on as we go. That's a nice way to start off the day. The heart-shaped rock. Wow, that's pretty actually. Hopefully I didn't get West Nile from that. I already risked myself once. Oh, get off me, dude. There just happens to be stagnant water right here. So, not the best place to get bit by mosquitoes. Oh, the mosquitoes are still following me. I don't want to stay here any longer than I need to, but I do want to film these pretty looking red things. They're in the light over here. All right, we're getting pretty close to the destination now. Okay, I think this is it. Gotta be a little careful here, because if I fall off the left side, it's game over. Kind of scary. I don't exactly want to show down where it is, because I don't want to give away location. Man, this is almost too much for me, but I think we're okay. Whew. Oh, that's a cool spot right there. I'm definitely not going down to stand on that, but the ancient people probably did. Maybe not even ancient either, maybe even just a number of 100 years ago. Hey, look at that. A little piece of obsidian. And obsidian is not native to this area. So that reminds me to be even more careful walking around here. Oh my goodness. This is scary. In fact, I think at this point I'm just going straight up. The trail is so deteriorated right there. I don't even want, and it's like so loose gravel and everything that I'm just going straight up right here. This would be a good time to have had the chest mount, but I tend to like hand holding because then I can like give a better picture. That was a little scary, so we got an adventure going, and I still don't know if this is West Nile. Still swollen pretty good, and there's like a red ring around it. Has me a little concerned. Oh, hello, butterfly friend. I would pan up, but I don't want to give away location. Oh, look. Part of Matate. Almost certainly. You see how it's been like shaped right there? Oh man, speaking of that, there could be stuff all over the place. I once again have to be very careful where I walk. Oh, look at this. Those 3 rocks were put there. Probably some kind of... Oh, hello again, butterfly friend. It's a nice day, huh? It's a beautiful day. This looks a little... Oh man, there's numerous more butterflies up here. This is really pretty. Man. This is part of something here. That's also probably, yeah, that's a room over there too. That piece almost looks worked, but I can't tell. And just so everybody knows, I don't touch pottery, I don't touch arrowheads, I don't touch any artifacts unless it's by accident. I try to be really, really careful and respectful. And if I can't tell if it's like an arrowhead or a something, I just leave it there. So this feels like something. Maybe that rock moved, maybe it used to be in the middle, I don't know. There's also a little bit of something down here too. Maybe there was a path here, but those look like they were stacked. There's probably a path that comes up through those bushes, is my guess. Oh, look at this plant. Whoa. That is pretty. Oh, wow. I wish I could show you the view, but I don't want to give away location. That's another thing about what we're doing. I'm pretty sure I didn't say this already, but we are doing our best to not reveal the location of any sites. So the only people we're sharing that information with are the authorities, which is the Forest Service and the Yavapai-Apache tribe. That being said, the GoPro was overheating a bit, so I took a break and sat in the shade, and now... Oh, interesting. I wonder who left those there. Oh, look at this. This is a wedge rock to keep it in place. We found some of those on... I'll mention that later, but we found a number of those. Yeah, look at this. There's a wall right there. And maybe that one's to sit on, I don't know. Maybe it used to be part of the wall and came out. So that nasty mosquito bite is finally starting to flatten out a bit. Like, it's definitely not gone. It's probably going to take a while, but hopefully I'm not going to die. And I also wanted to mention real quick that this site that I'm at is a known site. I'm definitely not the first person. But you wouldn't really know about it unless you stumbled onto it, because as far as I know, it's not mentioned anywhere. Like, I've lived here my whole life. I live not far from here, and I didn't know about it until I stumbled onto it. So it's interesting too, because it's such an amazingly special and, in my opinion, sacred location that I feel like it's important history. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, is because there's some important history, in my opinion, around here. And it's human history. It's all of our history. And I truly find it fascinating the more that I learn about this kind of stuff. Like, when I was younger, well, let's walk and talk so I don't keep getting eaten, but when I was younger, wasn't as interested in it. I don't know if I'm gonna go in here or go around, but I wanted to get a shot of this with the flowers. It's really quite a scene. Here's this one. I saw this also, but I didn't get close to it. Check that out. Taking a little break, letting the GoPro cool down, kinda. Letting myself cool down more so. We are going into the main site. Let's try to take a step back here and get a little bit. That's super beautiful. Come with me into this very sacred, special place. Oh, hello, ant friends. I don't want to step on you. So yeah, this is, as I said, about known. But I wonder if they even know that their sign fell down. To be fair, this one, it does kind of look like a newer sign than I saw last time, but maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe that's the one that I saw last time. Well, if that's the case, it's a good sign that someone's been up here, I guess. So this is structure right here. Once again, I have to be careful to not give away location. We'll go in this one first, I guess. That almost looks like a piece of pottery, but oh, yeah, there is a piece right there. All right, first piece of pottery found. This feels like a... Ow! Just walked into a cactus. This feels like a little stone half circle sort of thing. Doesn't seem like it's too bad. That looks curious. That the basalt one that's sticking up. Oh, it actually looks like it's broken, like maybe it's part of a matot or something. Oh. Man, that is kind of heavy. That's an interesting one. Oh, there's an upright one here too. I think that's part of the path, so I don't know why it's right there. I wonder if someone put that there in more modern times. Kind of looks like maybe there's something up there that's buried. Oh, hello, butterfly friend. Hello. We're being joined by the butterfly. What is that? Those holes look a little weird. Probably just an animal, though. This is a very interesting feeling. Wow, it must have been quite special to live right here. I wish I could tell you where it was, because that's part of how amazing this site is the location. But as I said earlier, we don't give away location. But yeah, this must have been one of the coolest places to live. This is curious looking right here. This one, I remember seeing this one before in the drone footage, and that looks like matate. I think I said it wrong earlier. But it's okay. This is also another pathway that comes in. We looked at this from the other side earlier. And then there's at least one more room over in there on the other side, but we got to go all the way around. So I was just noticing that it looked like there was another path over here. This is more recent though, I think. Probably from like random people. That kind of looks like another upright. So I started walking up here a little bit and then I stopped because I was thinking this might actually be like a large mound. I'm gonna try to like come around from the other angles, but I'm very, very curious about this spot where the trees are growing out and it's all this grass. Like, I think there might be another structure in there or under there. Yeah, this is the spot I'm curious about in here. Yeah, that does look suspicious. I think I see a wall in there. Interesting. Oh, dang. Here's a significant site right here. Those are some medium-sized rocks. This is another, I think another path comes up through there. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the other. Yeah, this is curious. I'm always curious when I see stuff like this. Like, you see a wall there going into where a tree's growing out and all of this grass and like whatever this other like decaying plant material is, like it's mounded up quite significantly in there. Well, that's exciting. I think this site is even more special than I thought it was. What is that? Oh, it's just a rock. So that is mounted up quite a bit. This is the spot that I was pointing at earlier. Gotta be careful how high I show because I don't want to give away location, but I was standing on the other side of that over there, and kind of feels like something, like there's something buried under there. This is the last little part of the ruin, I think. There's another little room in here, I think, because I see a few rocks over there, but I could be wrong. And yeah, look, there's some down here that look kind of like it makes a room here. Whoa. I don't think I filmed this earlier. I was supposed to, but this is also part of the thing that looks like a mound. And look, there's a little, what looks like what we call a mystery rock. A lot of times it's one rock stacked on another. Or it could just be part of the mound structure, but I think that is indication that this is indeed something. I think I just found something. So that definitely doesn't look natural to me. And then there's another one up here. I was thinking maybe these are modern. Hello, lizard friend. See, here's another one. Almost looks like a I don't know, an X or a star or a human or something. There's also something, I think there's a bigger element to this. You might need the drone to see like the full shape of this. But then I'm almost certain I saw a wall up here. Like an actual wall. Ooh, look at that. And over here's the thing that looked like the wall. Whoa, that really does look like a wall. But for what? Is there a mound here? Like, I don't see any dwelling or structure. Maybe they were just blocking the flow off right here, so the water would just come down here. Either that or there's like a mound, something buried in there. I'm much more open-minded to that after the last location. Also, I just noticed, it's not a big deal, but these rocks right here, that looks kind of like a mystery rock cairn type of thing. Me and my father studied geology for a number of years before we got into this. And this does not look natural to me. This looks like a wall. Looks like a stacked wall. I'm very confused. I think once again it was probably just to like redirect the water. Yeah, like look, even up here you can see it extending off over, like above the lip, so to speak. And this big long one that's like in the middle, maybe there's actually something to that. Maybe this is some kind of mystery rock as well. Wonder what might be buried in there. Kept walking up the hill a little bit, and I think this may even connect with those ones I was just looking at, like going through the tree. Once again, gotta be kind of careful. So I decided I'm done for the most part. I'm gonna head back. Whoa, look at that. Right when I said that. That's cool. Let's try to get the right angle. Oh, it's kind of pretty. It's really pretty in here, even if I'm not really finding anything. But I just have the belief that there could be stuff hidden like almost anywhere. Oh, this looks curious right here. I don't know why the GoPro keeps doing that, but this looks like a big upright one too. Check that out. So, there's another upright one right there sticking up like a triangle. So, people, like thousands of years ago, rocks was one of their main tools. And I think if we have a very keen eye and we pay it more attention, that we'll find signs of ancient people all over the place. Especially in areas where like it was habitable, like during the catastrophic like events in the past and things like that. Whoa. Hold on, let me get a view. Oh jeez. That's cool looking. Oh, this one looks like a triangle here too. So this could have just been like a little hunting blind, you know? Like maybe they just like stood in here with a bow and shot some animals for food. Oh. I think that's all natural, but it looks really cool. Man, it sure is pretty. Except for the loud helicopter. Definitely looks kind of like a check dam sort of thing. Up over here we have what looks like a mystery rock, or like a cairn sort of thing. And then down here is interesting. Something more modern over there, but the rest of this that is cool. I wonder if these were like seats for people to sit on, or maybe there was something else going on here. But that being said, this almost feels tiled right here. Oh, look, another mystery rock sort of thing. And then this spot right here, like right here, that's where the water would come down from the waterfall. So pretty darn cool. Even if this was just like landscaping type of stuff, like decorative, like, you know, ceremonial maybe even if there was no function other than just like making it look beautiful, I think it's pretty awesome to think every time it floods and the waterfall comes down there. Oops, the tree's in the way, but it comes down like right there. It might even fill up a little bit in there, and it kind of looks like down here where it's tiled it might fill up as well. So there's a couple things I kind of wanted to say before we go. So this is an attempt to learn and share, and if anyone has any interesting insight that they think might help me learn something, I'd be really happy if you shared, because I've learned a lot of really fascinating and interesting things just from like random comments and things that people have said before. So please feel free, share any thoughts about any of this if you want to, and One of the other things, the last thing that I want to say, hopefully the battery doesn't die on me, but I do want to say that Desert Drifter has been a big inspiration for me and my family. And I was still kind of doing this stuff before I learned about him, but he inspired me a lot. I think the first episode of his, he mentioned that Trek Planner inspired him. And I don't want to, I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say, but I appreciate the inspiration, and it's really sad what happened to him. I've lost a few of my personal friends as well, and life is really difficult sometimes, but I feel like I want to, like, sort of, you know, I'm not sure how to even say it because I don't want it to seem like I'm just jumping on the bandwagon of all the people, but I do I want to bring people along with me in spirit who I feel like have inspired me. Like the close friends that I just mentioned that I lost, like I bring them on my adventures with me in spirit. And I kind of feel like Desert Drifter, Andrew, like he had a good spirit. Like you could see it in his eyes. Like they were just like so crystal clear, and like he helped people with his free time. Like he volunteered, and so that's part of this also, is to try to pay tribute to him and everyone who does similar things, who tries to go out and help each other learn and help each other grow and share some good times, some smiles, some laughs, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's really sad, and I wish he was still here. I wish my other friends were still here. I wish everyone could have more time, and I don't know. There's nothing I can really do about it, but I try to stay positive and optimistic, though at the same time there's a lot of heaviness out there, and there's a lot of difficulty, and it's not good to try to repress it or hide it or run away from it. I'm learning that more and more, and that's, once again, last thing before that, I'm glad I just remembered that, was that part of my name is, for the online stuff, is Grateful. I'm gonna most likely be calling myself Grateful Paul, because I was depressed for a long time, for like 8 years, and it was only through learning how to love myself more and to be more grateful for life that I was able to get through it. So that's a really big thing for me as well, and in the future I'd like to share more of those types of stories and messages that might help people learn how to love themselves more and take care of themselves better, because I think that's one of the best things that you can do with your time. Is, hey everybody, the battery died while I was filming. Sorry about all the vehicles driving by. I'm back home now. I'm done with the adventure. Thank you so much for coming along, and I super look forward to the next one. I'm a bit tired, but looking forward to a nice shower and some good food. And I forgot to eat my little picnic that I brought with me, but I did remember to get the water bottle that I left behind on the way back, so that's good. I think that's about everything. As usual, I had an awesome adventure. It's great just getting out in nature, but to actually like find interesting stuff makes it even better. So thank you again so much for coming along, and I hope everything is going as good as possible for you. Bye until next time.